Happy New Year, everyone. Welcome to our first meeting of 2022. Please rise for a pledge.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'll make a motion to adopt tonight's agenda.
Second.
Motion made, second. Any discussion? Hearing none. To the motion, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? That motion passes. Jack, presentations.
The City of East Bethel has worked closely with the Boy Scout Eagle program in the past on projects for city parks and buildings. In 2021, Eagle Scout candidates completed the following projects. Wesley Copy of Boy Scout Troop 733 recently completed his Eagle Scout project by constructing 2 new park signs in Whispering Oaks Park and Anderson Lakes Park. Wesley coordinated the project design, raised money for the materials, assembled a team of volunteers, and participated in and supervised the construction of the signs. The City of East Bethel would like to thank Wesley and his volunteers for their efforts to standardize our park signs and improve the aesthetics of these facilities. Dario Lametti of Scout Troop 435 has constructed 2 retired flag drop-off boxes for his Eagle Scout project and has donated one of those boxes to the City of East Bethel. Dario raised the money for the materials, assembled a team of volunteers, and supervised the construction of the project. If you have a flag that is in need of retirement, the drop box is located at the East Bethel City Hall. The City of East Bethel would like to thank Dario and all those who donated time and money for his project.
We have 2 resolutions before us.
Yes.
I'll make a resolution to approve, or I'll make a motion to approve Resolution 2022-01, recognizing Eagle Scout Wesley Copy.
I'll second.
Motion made, second. Discussion.
With both of these resolutions and both of these scouts, as an Eagle Scout myself, I'd just like to say I know exactly the effort and the dedication and the hard work it's taken to reach this step. So and I'm glad that you could contribute back to your community for the Eagle projects.
Absolutely. Yeah, we've had a number of Eagle Scout projects over the years, and it's always refreshing to see these community-type projects be constructed.
You guys did an amazing job. The quality of that sign is remarkable for younger people. It's really good quality. I live on that street, so I absolutely love seeing that sign. And the flag box, when I saw it there, I had, until tonight, or until I seen the packet, I had no idea how that box got here. So, and I've seen so many posts. What do we do with the flags? What do we do with flags when they're shredded and stuff? I'm like, I never knew where to answer. Now I have an answer. So good job. I'm so happy you guys thought of those projects and completed them so well.
Okay, any further discussion? Hearing none. To the motion, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? And that motion passes. If you'd like to come forward.
Am I going to take a picture?
You got your outfits on. Congratulations on it. Why don't you have you stand up here and I'll just grab a picture of that.
Photo bomb. Maybe open the resolution.
Yeah.
There we go.
Thank you.
We have a second resolution. Hang on.
I'll make the motion to accept resolution number 2022-02, recognizing Eagle Scout Dario Lametti.
I'll
Second.
second.
Motion made, second. Discussion.
Dan, tell your son he did an outstanding job. There's a lot of people that have commented coming into the city how nice that looks. So tell your son you guys all did a nice job. Thanks.
Okay.
Oh. Where's the
That's
second
life,
box?
right? So-
The second box is in Linwood.
Oh, okay.
Linwood Town Hall.
Linwood Town Hall?
Yeah, when I came up that one day and saw that box up when it was outside, it was like, why didn't we have that long time ago? I've always, what do
Because
you
we
do
didn't
with
have
your
an Eagle
flag?
Scout before that.
I've got more questions about flags, so now I have an answer, so that's great. Any other discussion to the motion? Okay, to the motion, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That motion passes.
You can Photoshop your son in later.
Mhm.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you again for all your support in the Scouts. It's really appreciative that you guys take the time out of your meeting to recognize these boys. They really appreciate it. They do work hard to get where they are.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Make sure you pass on our thanks to your family too. All right, consent agenda.
I'll make a motion to adopt tonight's consent agenda.
Second,
Motion made a second. Any discussion?
I'd like to pull items A and F, please.
Okay. Any other discussion? Hearing none, to the motion, all in favor say aye. Any opposed? That motion passes. Suzanne?
Thank you. Good
how you
night.
may-
Okay, item A is the bills list that I have questions on. And one is, I noticed that not only tonight, but the past several months, we've been paying a lot for engineering fees. And it kind of dawned on me that we have an engineer employed, so why are we paying engineering fees and have an engineer employed? I'm confused on that aspect of it.
We only pay Atkinson Anderson for general engineering services that are in the budget for requests that staff sends him, like, can you give us a cost estimate for what it would take to do this sewer connection for, say, Village Green or Castle Towers, for a project that's not approved. So he's had a budget of $40,000 in there now for probably 10 years and has never exceeded that. Generally, our general engineering services do not run that much. The biggest cost for the city engineer are the projects that we do. In particular, the East Side Highway 65 Sandhill Parkway Access Road with the water and sewer. That was a $6 million project. Engineering cost on there, including inspection, construction management, contract management, soils testing, and everything, was probably close to $300,000. That's 5% of the project cost. That's quite low. So most of the things that staff asks support for information, for staff write-ups and things, those fall under general engineering services. They have their own separate budget. The project costs have their own cost, and they're paid for through the project monies.
Okay, but, so our engineer's not qualified to do those kind of things? Is that what you're saying, or?
No, they're very qualified, but what it is for the general engineering services, we have a budget set up for that. And those are things that aren't specifically project-related. The project-related costs, like all the costs that were incurred on the Sandhill Crane Parkway project, are paid for through MnDOT funds. But they did all the engineering for all of those.
Well, I understand, and I don't have a problem. I just feel like, even though it's budgeted, if our in-house people can do it, why are we paying somebody else to do
Well,
it? That's what I don't
no.
understand.
We don't have an in-house engineer.
Yeah, who would you be talking about? Craig, that always comes here at the
Craig Yocum?
meetings?
He works for them.
That's our consultant. That's Hawkinson Anderson.
I thought we had an engineer on staff.
No,
Okay,
Craig is the city engineer, but he's a private consultant that we retain to do those types of services.
Yeah,
okay.
it's the same as our city attorney. It's not in-house, we
Got it. Now
pay
I-
them and,
I get it now, because I thought we had an in-house guy and we were doing double. I'm like, what's going on? So now that makes sense. All right, so my next question on the bills list is on the last page, the TIF 1-4 for $30,000 plus. What is that for? And I'm sure I may have asked this before,
That-
but it doesn't sink in because I don't understand.
That's the payment that we make to Cherokee Bank for the Cedar Creek Senior Housing. We get the money from Anoka County, we're the pass-through agency. So in order to ensure that that payment's made, we make the payment. So that's
So they
what,
pay us and then we pay them.
correct.
So I guess it would be nice if I saw where the money came in and then back out, but that makes sense. All right, I'll make a motion to approve item A on the consent agenda.
Is there a second?
Second.
Motion made, second, discussion? Hearing none, to the motion, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
All right, and the
That
other,
motion passes. Item F, Suzanne.
I apologize for jumping in too soon, is for the accounting coordinator position. I'm, been no secret, I've been against adding this position, so I'm just pulling it so I can vote against it.
You want to vote against the advertising of it?
Yeah.
That's what it
Is there a mo-
is the advertising of it.
I'm
Okay.
against the whole position, so I'm against all of the stuff for it.
I'll make a motion to approve item F on the consent agenda, approve advertisement of accounting coordinator position.
I'll second it.
Motion made, second, discussion. Just so we're clear, we're provided the position description, but this is going to be advertised.
That's correct.
Okay, okay. Any further discussion? Hearing none, to the motion, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed?
Aye.
That motion passes. There's no new business. On to department reports. Jack?
Item 7G1, 2022 Commission, Committee, and Liaison Assignments. Assignments of city council persons to commissions, committees, authorities, WMOs, and other public advisory boards as liaisons or members are recommended by the mayor and approved by the city council. The following are the commission, authority, committee, and appointed positions recommended by Mayor Voss for consideration. Acting mayor. The acting mayor performs the duties of the mayor in his absence. Councilperson Harrington is recommended for appointment to this position in 2022. Commission assignments. Planning and Parks Commission have a council member assigned as a liaison, non-voting member. The purpose is to provide a direct link of communications between the council and commissions and historical perspectives to issues and items affecting those commissions. The commissions meet monthly or as required. Councilperson McLaurin is recommended for appointment as the council liaison to the Parks Commission for 2022. Councilperson Mundell is recommended for appointment as the council liaison to the Planning Commission for 2022. Fire Department. Councilperson Harrington is recommended for appointment as the council liaison to the Fire Department for 2022. Police Department. A council member is assigned as liaison to the Anoka County Sheriff's Department. Mayor Voss is the liaison to the Police Department in 2021 and is recommended to continue in this capacity for 2022. Economic Development Authority. Per EDA bylaws, 2 council members are appointed to this commission. The EDA meets monthly. Mayor Voss and Councilperson Mundell are recommended for appointment as the council members for the EDA for 2022. Sunrise River and Upper Rum River Water Management Organizations. The city is statutorily required to participate in the watershed management organizations to review, develop, and approve water management plans and budgets for the basin area. The city belongs to both the Upper Rum River and the Sunrise River WMO. The city appoints a council person and a citizen member to each WMO. The WMOs meet bi-monthly with notices provided in advance of the meeting. Councilperson Harrington has served as the council liaison to both WMOs since 2018. Councilperson Harrington is recommended for the 2022 appointment as the council representative to both the Sunrise and Upper Rum River WMO. Leon Major is recommended for appointment as a citizen member to the Sunrise River WMO. Rajay Loesch is recommended for appointment as a citizen member to the Upper Rum River WMO. Sandhill Crane Committee. This committee was formed by a joint powers agreement composed of the City of East Bethel, Anoka County, the Minnesota DNR, and the Minnesota Pollution Control Agency. This group collectively plans for public uses within this area. One city council member is appointed to this committee. This committee meets as necessary. Councilperson Harrington is recommended for appointment as the council liaison for the Sandhill Crane Committee for 2022. Finance Committee. This committee meets as necessary to provide recommendations for budget developments or other city financial matters. 2 council members are appointed to this committee. Mayor Voss and Councilperson McLaurin are recommended for the 2022 appointment to this committee. Booster Day Committee. 2 council members are assigned as the liaisons to the Booster Day Committee. The full committee consists of members of service organizations and citizen volunteers. The committee meets monthly with the exception of August. Councilpersons Harrington and Urkel are recommended for the 2022 appointment to the Booster Day Committee. Anoka County Blaine Airport Advisory Commission. The city is a member of the Anoka County Blaine Airport Advisory Commission. Membership on the commission enables the city to keep abreast of development at the airport as they relate to economic development through access to general aviation facilities. This commission is currently composed of members from Circle Pines, Blaine, Mounds View, Lexington, Lino Lakes, East Bethel, and Anoka County. This commission meets on a biannual basis. Councilperson Urkel is recommended for the 2022 appointment to the Anoka County Blaine Airport Advisory Commission. The North Trunk Highway 65 Coalition. The City of East Bethel joined a coalition of cities, counties, and townships along Trunk Highway 65 from Blaine to and including Kanabec County in September 2006 to support and lobby for transportation improvements within this corridor. The coalition meets bi-monthly at an Isani County government city in Cambridge. Per bylaws of the coalition, a non-elected official can be appointed to the coalition board. It is recommended that Councilperson Mundell and the city administrator be appointed to the North Trunk Highway 65 Coalition for 2022. Personnel Committee. The city created a Personnel Committee on March 22nd, 2021 to review matters relating to policies, practices, compensations, benefits, labor relationships, collective bargaining, employee relations, staffing, and organizational structure, and advise the council on these issues. Mayor Voss and Councilperson Shelley Beck were appointed to this committee. Mrs. Beck resigned her position with the city on August 10th, 2021, and Councilperson Urkel was assigned to fill this vacancy. Mayor Voss and Councilperson Urkel are recommended for the 2022 appointment to this committee. Council members and staff receive no additional compensation for membership on any of these committees or the liaison appointments. Mayor Voss has recommended the appointments as listed in attachment 1 and is presented in this report and requests approval from council for these assignments.
I'll just go ahead and make a motion to complete the committee assignments as proposed.
Second.
Motion made second, discussion.
I have a little bit for citizen members on the 2 WMOs, Leon and Raja. I would just like to say a very large thanks to them for their involvement. Are they compensated?
No.
I wonder if that should be a consideration, seeing as how planning members are compensated, park members are compensated, EDA members are compensated per meeting.
Good point.
We're compensated.
No, they're not. The compensation too for the other members is also by city ordinance. So if we want to consider this, then we'll have to change and adopt this in the ordinance.
What's the stipend right now for that?
$20.
$20 a meeting?
Yeah, maybe at the next work meeting, we can have this as an agenda item. I think it'd be worth consideration, because,
I'd say just put it on next council agenda.
okay.
Just change the
It's kind of a
ordinance.
slam, to me, it's kind of a slam dunk.
Yep.
I've got all these years and no one's ever brought that up before, so.
Yeah.
And kudos to Leanne and Rajay for
Yeah.
not even asking, so.
Yeah, it's, being a member on the WMO meetings, sometimes they can be the least exciting things to go to. So
They're
I,
long.
Leanne wouldn't say that.
no, Leanne would
that.
not.
Leon would love it.
Yeah,
No,
But-
but they can be long, like Wanda says, you know, they can go a couple hours,
They
2.5,
go,
they
they're
can go
long,
long,
they're
so,
fairly
Well,
long.
there's a lot of
yeah.
work that goes into them
Yes,
too.
correct.
Technical work,
Yeah.
and Leon's always ahead of everything. He knows before we know what's
yeah,
going
so
on.
I believe that they should be recognized and
Yeah.
compensated with the rest of our members.
Jack, I assume they're willing to accept the reappointments.
Leon has accepted, Raja has kind of a complicated email. I've reached out to him and he hasn't denied, but, I will make sure.
Well, then he's in if he hasn't
Yeah.
denied it, so.
I'll make sure though that he gives us a thumbs up.
Okay.
So
Any further discussion?
that was all I had.
Only comment is, and it's, I'm sure it's my fault, on the top of the table, it says 2017 as the title, so these are 2022 assignments, so I'm a little 6 years behind on that too. Okay, see no further discussion to the motion, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? That motion passes. G2.
Upper Rum River Water Management Organization Joint Powers Agreement. The Upper Rum River Watershed Management Organization was formed through a joint powers agreement with Ham Lake, East Bethel, Oak Grove, St. Francis, Bethel, and Now Then. Among the duties of the Upper Rum River WMO Board is to periodically recommend JP updates to the member communities. The JPA is more than 30 years old. While there have been minor amendments several times, portions of the JPA remain operational, clumsy, or out of date. Additionally, there are incorrect state statute references, undefined terms, and references to the sections of the JPA that are unrelated to the topic being referenced. Attached is a red-line version of the JPA with the Upper Rum River WMO Board's recommended amendments. These proposed changes are updated references to state statutes and clarification of items to eliminate any confusion in their interpretation. This JPA is identical to the discussion of the Sunrise River WMO JPA that Council held on December 13th, 2022. Any amendments to the JPA must be approved by all 6 member municipalities. Council is requested to review and discuss the proposed amendments and give direction to Jamie Sherburne with the Anoka Conservation District as to any changes or concern with the amendments or funding responsibilities. The red line changes in this are probably about 20% of what was in the Sunrise JPA, and they essentially relate to referencing everything back to state statute and eliminating all the detail that was included in the previous description, so that if those are amended, then you don't have to worry about changing those again.
So I noticed in the packet, it's also included the evaluation that was presented, I think, a long time ago about Ham Lake's proposal to change.
That's correct.
So,
And it did, they did change it?
well, that's what I was gonna ask
No.
is, there's no change to the text.
There's no change to that.
So this is just for information, the
This-
Ham Lake
That's for
proposal.
information only, and also to provide some feedback for all the municipalities to let Ham Lake know what everybody's position is on their proposal to change that funding formula.
Well, we gave feedback on that earlier, right?
That was on
For
the
the Sunrise.
Sunrise.
This is the
Oh,
This is the Upper
okay,
Rum.
okay. Who wants to say it? I don't think we changed it. so.
No, we
Jim?
didn't change it on the other one. I don't think we changed it on this one.
No.
Okay, and then, so to the changes as presented. Do we need a motion from council to approve this?
It would probably be best to go ahead and have a motion to approve it.
Okay. Then I will entertain a motion regarding red line changes.
First, can I ask a question on the community contribution, the chart that's on here, are we approving that Ham Lake goes from 16% to 1.62?
No.
No.
No,
Is
that
that-
shows what Ham Lake is proposing.
Oh,
They want their contribution to be.
Reduced.
okay, so we're not, all right.
No.
I'm good with it, everything
Like I
else.
said, if Ham Lake doesn't participate in this, we might not have a joint powers, we might not have a budget, so,
Well,
because it has to be unanimous
what would happen if this isn't approved is we go back to the budget from last year.
last year. But I mean, we won't have a new budget.
No,
No.
correct.
And see, we don't
What
have any,
happens if Ham Lake pulls out, or can they pull out?
no, every city's gotta be,
They
it's a
have to
state
be part of
statute
it.
to be in the
State statute,
watershed.
they have to be part of it?
Yeah. But, see, we don't have anybody on either watershed right now. Both Ham Lake individuals have resigned. So we don't know what Ham Lake really wants. I mean, they've said what they want a reduction, but reduction in what?
But there's
Operating
no-
cost, but no, so we don't actually know, and they don't wanna talk to anybody right now, so. So we're gonna try and get some other state, like Bowser and that involved, and see if they can send Ham Lake a letter and say, hey, if you wanna go off by yourself, this is what you're gonna have to do, but you're still gonna be in some kind of watershed, so.
Okay, so we need a motion to this.
I'll make a motion to approve the red line changes to the Upper Rum River Watershed Management Organization Joint Powers Agreement.
Second,
Motion made, second, discussion.
As with the Sunrise, there was language that described a budget could be passed with 3 or 4 cities voting. Is any of that language in this?
That is included, if you look under operating cost, it says it has to be approved by all municipalities.
Okay. I just
That's
wanted to-
existing or new language?
That's existing language.
So the language isn't changed?
Yeah.
Because that's what we kind of
Yep, I just
talked
wanted,
about.
No,
last
there was
time.
somebody that, I think Linwood
Okay.
or somebody wanted to go to like,
Three
you
or
know,
four.
Majority.
three-quarter minority,
Yeah.
but when everybody else wanted to stay with everybody.
okay, I just wanted to
Yeah,
make
okay.
sure that that was the same with this, so. That's all I had.
I assume we'll see another version of this eventually once all the, I assume this hasn't gone through Ham Lake yet either then, so.
No, Jamie's waiting back for comments from everybody.
All right, any further discussion? Hearing none, to the motion, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? That motion passes. Item G3.
And I'm assuming that the direction from council is that we are not in favor of changing the funding formula.
Yeah, that's kind of the
Correct.
discussion we had before, so.
7.0G3, Deputy Administrator, Finance Director position. As a result of discussions relating to personnel policies and office management protocols, the City Council has considered various options to address changes in the administration of these processes. Discussions of these matters identified the need for additional human resource assistance. Through these talks and consultation with staff, a proposal was presented to the City Personnel Committee at their December 29, 2021 meeting, recommending that the Finance Director would assume certain human resource and administrative duties to assist the City Administrator. These additional responsibilities are attached in Attachment 1 as red line amendments. Under this proposal, the Finance Director position would be renamed as the Deputy City Administrator / Finance Director. There would be no impact to the 2022 budget if this is approved. Finance Director Mike Jaworski has agreed to take on the added duties of the position with no additional compensation. Included as attachments 2 and 3 is the City Administrator's job descriptions. Sections highlighted in this document would be areas where those duties would be transferred to the Deputy City Administrator, Finance Director, or are already being performed by that position. As the City Administrator's job description will require revision, Council will receive an updated version for approval at the January 24th City Council meeting. Staff requests City Council consider the approval of the creation of the position of the Deputy City Administrator, Finance Director, and the job description presented in Attachment 1 for this title.
Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve Mike how do you say his last name?
Jaworski.
Zuzorski as Deputy City Administrator / Finance Director, and the job description in attachment 1.
Second.
Okay, motion made, second, discussion.
I just have a question. Is there going to be like a separate contract, or is this going to be it?
The job description will be the defining thing that outlines what the duties of that position. So there'll be no contract.
Okay. That's all I have.
And then I assume this would, once it's approved, it'll be implemented soon?
Immediately.
Okay. Is there any other discussion?
No, glad we came to this step. I know some stuff needed to happen, so.
Yep.
And I'm assuming Mike's on board.
Yes. Yes.
First question. Okay, no further discussion to the motion. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? And that motion passes. Okay, on to staff report.
I have nothing further to add except everybody just try to stay warm.
Okay, council reports. Tim?
Fire department this morning, we had the right to know, class, and, just trying to remind everybody, the breakfast is January 29th, Station 1 from 8 to 11. And, I got a question, Jack, what's the status on the reader board? Cause I've got some texts and a couple phone calls, they tell me it's out, and I know it's out, but is there a timetable on that?
That, I'll have to check with Nate. What we're waiting on is, the current reader board operates at a lower level than what the upgrades are to the Wi-Fi service on that is. So we're having to wait for the components to upgrade that up to
4 or 5G.
4G. It's 3G now. We're waiting for the components to upgrade it to a 4G. So like a lot of other things electronically, parts
Can't get
aren't
it.
readily available. As soon as those come in, it'll be installed, and then the reader board will be back operational again.
Do you have any idea what kind of cost that is, or?
I'll have to check with Nate. and see
Okay,
what that is.
thanks. That's all I've got.
You said 4G. Why wouldn't they go to 5G?
That's what they told us, that they were going, it's a 4G system now that they're going to.
So they can sell us another system in 2
Yeah,
years. Is that
correct,
it? So-
probably so.
Another upgrade.
Okay, is that it?
That's all I got, yep.
Suzanne?
I actually have nothing tonight, thank you.
Wanda?
I actually have nothing except to once again thank Ken, who's chaired the Parks Department for many, 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 many years, and tomorrow night will be his last meeting.
Okay. Brian?
I have nothing as well, no meetings. Say Happy New Year. I look forward to a new year of new events, new goals and accomplishments for the city. I think we are going in a positive direction with a good site and with a good city administrator to help lead us as we help lead him. And I also look forward to a fantastic breakfast on January 29th for the fire department.
No waffles. I never did get those waffles.
Oh, you missed out. You missed
I
out.
know. Look at those two. Those two will tell me I missed out.
One thing is that all the city council needs to sign that official resolution.
We all have.
It's in the signature folder.
Oh, this one. Okay,
Yes.
okay.
If you could sign it and just pass it around, then we'll
Yep.
be good to go.
Is that it, Brian?
That's it.
And I have nothing, just to say Happy New Year to everyone. So with that, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Motion made second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That motion passes. Our meeting's adjourned. Thank you, everyone.
Wow, that's